All right, guys, it's cold, it's windy this morning, but the sun's out, and we're gonna try to make the best out of it and get some concrete poured. All right, guys, get you guys caught up to speed where we left off at yesterday. We took the new Hyundai Hx85A and got this excavated out. Matt's guys actually surprised me. They got done with their other pour a little bit early, so they jumped up here and got a head start on forming. And long story short, I didn't quite have enough time to polish my grade the way I wanted it, but we're really close. Actually, we're extremely close. The only place I'm about 2 inches high in just that little bitty corner right there. So I got the machine warming up this morning. We will notch that out of there and get it ready to go. Matt and his crew should be rolling in here any minute. We're gonna finish forming this, and this is gonna be between 6 and 7 inches thick. We're gonna put 5/8 rebar on this side for the heavy equipment and trucks going in and out of the garage. We're gonna put 1/2 inch rebar on this side because it don't get quite the abuse that side's gonna get. We are not going to pin this to my concrete floor. My shop floor is 8 inches thick, and it's heated. And whenever I did this, I didn't know what I know today, and I would have done a lot of things different. One, whenever you've got a heated floor, it's never a good idea to have it extend out past the thermal line, which is right there. And I've actually got tubes that go right in here. I got waterline heat tubes. I don't know exactly where they're at, but I know they're really close to the edge. It's just not worth the risk for me to start drilling into that pad and possibly hit a tube. This is good solid base in this part of the driveway here, so I'm not really concerned about a whole lot shifting or moving or anything like that. And so yeah, we're not going to tie those two together. It's not worth the risk for what little bit of reward we may get out of it. As far as going down this side of the house, the concrete is actually going to be sitting on the same footer. The footer is right here, same footer as that block. So again, we're not going to tie those together. I've never had a whole lot of luck tying it to block anyways, but other than that, it's just a matter of getting her poured. So getting her formed up, getting her poured. I think we got concrete coming about noon. Over here, I ended up just removing that short section of downspout. The pipe's actually right there. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but once the concrete's poured, I should be able to get underneath that and get it all tied back together and get tied into that. So we'll get her figured out. Even if I can't get it right there, I can get it right here for sure. Either way, what I'm trying to say is I can get tied back on the pipe. That's not gonna be an issue. So, all right, good times. What's first? Oh yeah, I need to get trucks from the other driveway. So let me do that. Matt's crew should be here in a second, and we'll carry on. All right, let's get this girl here woke up this morning. Oh yeah. I'm gonna spin around here. I think I'm gonna use this blade to my advantage. And level myself up here a little bit so I can get that on grade the way I want to get it on grade. Sometimes whenever you don't have one of those fancy tilt and rotator buckets, you just gotta improvise a little bit. Tilt bucket engaged. Like I said, it's not much at all, but it's just enough. We want to make sure we get a good 6 inches of concrete over there. Well, the rebar crew has showed in. You guys act like it's cold out here or something.
It's freezing.
It's not that cold, look at me.
The one in the excavator.
The guy actually working.
Fat boy is cold.
Well, you said that. Hey, nice hat though, by the way.
Oh yeah, I switched hats out when I was running Hyundai. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
So, all right, you got a plan on this?
Not really.
Well, that's not.
Throw it down and slick it off.
we want Broom. Nice, fine, consistent, even textured Broom that drains to that corner.
We might be in trouble.
One of those customers.
All right, well, I'm gonna go over here and fiddle with my downspout drain while you guys are doing important stuff.
Sit in the heat.
He's got the heat turned on already.
Well, the heat works good. You know, yesterday the air conditioner worked great. Today the heat's working awesome.
Yeah.
So I got free paw print texture walking around over there.
We've done deer prints, deer tracks, and turkey tracks before. I had a guy wanted deer tracks in his concrete.
Really? So it's on purpose?
Yeah. He actually cut the leg off of a wild turkey and had a deer hoof, and we pushed him around in the concrete and turned out pretty slick.
I'll just stick with the Broom.
Okay.
All right, so I'm trying to get this finagled out here a little bit. I'm decided I'm gonna go ahead and get this pipe on the other side of that form board now instead of later. Should make it a whole lot easier on us. And we got a little bit of absolutely everything buried in here. I thought that was the phone line. Come to find out, it's apparently an old piece of coax. So good news we missed that. But anyways, yeah, digging's great. All right, guys, we've been messing around here for a little bit. I did some awesome, check out my awesome plumbing up there. Got that all put back together where it needs to be. This is probably going to be tweaked a little bit in the future, but that should serve the purpose for now. Got all of our 1/2-inch rebar down on about a 16-inch grid. We did throw some 5/8 rebar in it. We made sure the concrete's going to clear the pipe. And concrete showed up, so it's time to get this poured out. Now, the plan is the truck cannot reach all the way up in here with the form board being right there. So we left that form board out. We left those rebar chairs out. And we're gonna get the truck on up here and get that poured out, and then we'll go from there. So it's party time. This is the kind of concrete pours I like. I just stand back and watch and record.
I just looked up and all the rakes are took, so there's nothing for me to do. Perfect. Just like dirt perfect.
Just like you planned, huh? I'll give you guys a few words of advice. That the concrete goes out here.
Okay.
Not so much over here, mostly that way.
In that little square right there.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. I can already tell.
I have nothing to say.
I've got all kinds of things to say. I'll make up for your shortcomings. Don't you worry.
Is this how you do it?
That's how a man behind the scenes does it.
Okay. Then I know I'm doing it right.
So we're pouring 4,000 PSI mix. It's got just a little bit of chemical in it, so it's cool today. And like I said before, it's going to be, should average about 6.5 inches thick with a 1/2-inch bar in it. Hoping that that's what's held up really good over there for the years. So I think should be in pretty good shape. So you missed a spot out here.
I'll miss a bunch of it before it's over with. That's okay.
Oh yeah, I pay based on quality, so
Lord. Hang on.
You might be paying me for this. It's all over with. I like the direction of this conversation for sure. See me? I don't like these aluminum rakes.
What's wrong? I don't like them in the winter.
Whenever you go to actually rake concrete, it's hard to get it stuck down in there and pull it.
Well, I don't like to stick it down in there that far.
Maybe you're just better.
You better edit that out.
Maybe you're just better than me at raking concrete. I should clarify.
Don't we always pay more when it's just for washing? Yeah, charge more.
I'm an exception. Working that back on the vibratory power screed there, and plant guy pulled up in here with the truck on this side. We're gonna get this truck should get enough of it done to where they can, while they're switching trucks, they can pull back and get that foam board back there on the end. Trick to a good vibratory screen is the guy raking.
Where's that line? Is it line? Yeah, that line right
there. This would be a really easy pour if it wasn't for these posts.
Damn contractor.
Look how that power screed brought up out a little bit of groundwater, come up through it. It'll dissipate pretty quick. It won't end up being too much of an issue, but that's not always not a good thing. It's not always a bad thing either. So Hunter's taking the bull float there. That power screed does a good job of it. What he's trying to do with that is work the cement and the sand to the top, so it'll make it a lot easier to finish later and get all the big rocks pushed down into it. That will also kind of help take out some of the small imperfections. I don't want to speak for Hunter, but if I got a feeling he'll probably end up going both ways. Now it'll help take a lot of the ripples out of it before it's all said and done. There you go, guys. You see Hunter, he went back and forth this way. Now he's going to go back and forth the other way. And that does a really good job of working the cream to the top and just kind of getting him a good base to start finishing with later. They got that in over there, so Matt's going to come back, run the power screed on that, and get that ran out, and should be good to go. set elevation down through there, and he just kind of overlaps that a little bit. And over here on this side, they're basically going to the mortar joint on the block there. Kind of controls his depth by how much he raises it or lowers it. It controls the angle of that screed, whether it digs or just kind of floats across the top. How's Clint?
All right, about you?
If you want to, just back up the driveway and you can clean out where we dumped that shirt out of Wade's basement.
Okay.
That way you'll be out of everybody's way. Thanks. One truck down, two more to go. You gonna really explain that, please? Because I was getting ready to say it, but you said it so well that I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna let you do it.
I told him to get a bucket and put this concrete in the bucket.
That concrete?
Yeah.
What went on that concrete?
Well, we could use that concrete. This has probably got a little aggregate in it. And then what? Yeah. We're explaining it twice. You should listen twice.
If not, you know it's time to go back and watch the video.
After it's done and I've done it myself.
So you still haven't explained what we're doing.
Power screed, once it starts up there, it always drops the lip a little bit.
Because then it eventually starts coming back up from underneath it.
Yeah, and then you really don't want water standing right at the door.
No, I don't. I prefer not to have that.
And I don't want to hear it on national TV about him and our excavations is messed up.
Mr. Excavation.
Mr.
Excavation. Show you the system they got going here. This works pretty slick. We've done this before. Basically drive a rebar pin in. Got this little fork or Y. Sits on top of it, holds the top of this rail right at grade, and then we're going to switch over to what they call a roller screed. That end's weighted with the engine. This end is weighted with the weight. And the big advantage of a roller screed is they can go almost 20 feet, so they get a lot farther distance. The vibratory power screed, they can go about 12 feet. You can almost double your distance with a roller screed, and does a really nice job of keeping any random low spots out of the concrete out there in the middle. So, yeah, we'll get some video of it in action here in just a second. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's got a little bucket of concrete over there, and he's going in and just kind of fixing that small imperfection right there before it gets to the shop floor, making sure they got that all covered and planed out good. Looking good so far. Looking good. He's busy holding my wall up, man.
Yeah,
be easy.
hold the wall up. We're not pouring concrete over there. Go ahead.
Jason's got it. Jason's the man.
Go ahead.
So the goal is they'll kind of make one pass there.
You can. I don't care.
Make one pass, get a lot of it pulled out, and then they'll come back. This will be more of a grade pass. They're still throwing some stuff over the bar though, so they'll probably make one more on her. Ah, we're getting it. Look at beauty.
Here so he can see grade. That bar enables him to see where he needs to put concrete.
You guys can see right there where he's at. You can see where that drum didn't quite touch the concrete, which means he's just a little bit low there. So what Matt was saying, if he leaves that straight edge across there, Randy, the truck driver, he can see about what he needs to do, about what he needs to do with the concrete to make it easier on these guys. Two trucks down. How's it going, boss?
Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
As another famous YouTuber would say. Oh, you're a little rough on the balls with the old roller screed there.
We got enough concrete.
Well, why wouldn't we? You did the math, didn't you?
That's the problem. I did the math. It's not my count.
All my videos of pouring concrete, I've only been short once. I still
might have two videos.
And I still blame it on the batch plant guy. So you just blame it on the guy at the batch plant.
Go ahead and tell him how many times you've been short. We had to get 6.
Yeah, Dave has shorted me like.
Yeah, see, you're learning. You're learning now.
John, it goes on the other side of the stakes.
All right, so they got 2 trucks down. Matt's going to run the vibratory screed over there and just kind of help work some of that up and make sure there's no little imperfection in there. We're going to get the form board up here and be ready for the 3rd truck coming in. So I'm going to hop in the excavator and they clean up a little bit right here and they'll be ready to roll. Getting down close to the moment of truth. Do we have enough concrete? From the sounds of the truck, I think they're going to be just fine. Just fine.
No, not really.
Take that weight off there. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Last little bit of concrete dabbed in there. That worked out pretty good. They pulled their guide pipes out now. And they're coming back with the screed, and they'll put a little bit of concrete in that trench. They'll come back with the vibratory screed and get that all out just perfect. All gonna work out, folks. It's all gonna work out. Last little pass of the vibratory screed there, and then from that point on, all the concrete will be placed, and we will be on to finishing. Matt's got that going just down the edge of the form, and he's floating down out there on what he's already did. Looking pretty sharp. Looking good. It's going to be a nice little improvement up here at the shop. Like you got lucky, Hunter, just enough concrete.
No, I don't have to complain to the concrete guy.
What's the verdict, boss man? You done yet?
Just put gator skin on. Look at that.
I can't see anything.
Can you see me now?
Is it invisible gator skin?
It is. It works good. I don't know what it's made out of. It's probably 99% diesel fuel, and I pay $350 a gallon for it.
Get the M&R stencil out so we can put it in Michael's concrete.
You mean the Mr. Excavation sticker?
Excavation sticker.
It's like Matt, you know.
Can't afford stickers.
Matt's NYA Millennial, but I refuse to call him that. It's always Mr. Millennial. You're M&R Excavation, but you're Mr. Excavation.
Yeah.
That's look like you're about done, except for the part where you got to finish up.
Anybody that makes stickers, I'll be willing to buy them. Mr. Excavation. Michael will give you the address.
Yeah. Be careful what you ask for. Oh man, you okay? What happened, buddy? Poor guy. Not for sure if I got it or the dog got it, but somebody got it. Little Millennial Farmer there. Anybody watch Millennial Farmer? Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if I'm smart enough to take this bucket off this machine and put it on backwards. A quick coupler should allow us to do that. I think what we're gonna do, concrete's a little too wet for knee board, so I'm gonna see if I can put Hunter in the bucket on backwards and reach out there. See if we can get enough reach to get out there where he can finish around that pole in the middle of the concrete there. So see what happens. All right, I've read the instructions, and supposedly we're supposed to have the bucket in that position. This little safety latch over here gives us a warning. Should go this way. It should disconnect. All right guys, sorry I got a phone call. Let me show you how this works. First off, I changed my display there, and you see that? That is awesome. So all right, we're gonna swing around here. We're gonna push this button down, Then there's a trigger down here you gotta hold. So you hold that trigger, pull it, bam, she releases, and we should be able to go out and drop our bucket off, just like so. And then we will gingerly turn our bucket around the other way. Without damaging anything. It's easier to do with the thumb, but we'll make it work. Just like so. And we'll put the bucket back on the other way. Got it. Got it. See, Hunter, this is where all those mean things you said about me earlier come into play.
Of course, it's not that skill.
You're at my mercy right now.
Concrete.
Yeah, that's probably the smartest thing you can do is not say anything right now. This is what you call precision placement.
This is what you call OSHA violation.
Hey now. I never got him over 4 feet off the concrete. You good? Towards the pole? You make it sound like it's that easy. You like it? I say now's a good time to like take a break and just leave Hunter here. He can fix he can fix his footprints on the way out, right?
Squirrel would be up that boom in no time.
So guys, basically what they're doing now is they're going around working the edges, getting the profile on the corner there, getting as many ridges and imperfections out as they can. I don't know for sure. Hunter, well, you guys will come back probably with a Fresno, which would be a steel trowel.
Or Fresno.
Then broom it.
We're going to be next. I'll Fresno it one more time this way.
And then you broom it that way.
We'll broom it that way.
Cross yourselves up.
Might need the excavator to get the broom out here into the garage.
Well, I can hook you up, buddy. I got a brand new toy and I'm enjoying playing. You know the nice thing about a new machine and doing something like this? You don't have to worry about the bucket bleeding off. There's perks to everything. What's that?
I said I'm the counterweight.
We got the right name for the job.
I don't have diabetes for nothing.
I mean, this makes perfect sense. Big guy holding board down, small guy on the other end. I told Hunter a while ago, I said, this is where you need to, all them smart comments he made earlier today.
All you need to do is dribble a little corn down that board and old squirrel will just come right out.
Hey Hunter, you missed a spot. All right, the weather's playing havoc on us here just a little bit. You gonna clear it? Basically what we're going to try to do is go ahead and get broomed what is in the sun. What's up there in the shade is just still a little bit on the wet side, but what's in the sun's ready to go. So first pass, looking good. She's definitely dry out there, Hunter. Haven't been able to get a whole bunch of good video of it because concrete's kind of this wind's just rough on this broom finished concrete. Got wind and sun hitting it a little bit different, but Hunter's over there pushing it across. Jason's kind of grabbing it, flipping the angle on it, and then they're heading back, and seems to be working out pretty good. Still pretty wet up there where it's in the shade, but we'll get her. It's gonna be hard either way.
Comment that you were talking to somebody and left Hunter out there for a little bit too long and you couldn't get him back and now it's too dry.
I'm supposed to be a spectator, not a worker. You guys got the broom brigade going up there. question is, how many people does it take to get the broom across the pad?
We're gonna go through the pole.
We're gonna go up to the pole. Hang on, I'll help you. You got it?
You can get to there. Is that what he wants?
Yeah.
So what's the verdict there, boss man? Are we good? Is it past final inspection?
We need paid.
Well,
I'd like to do it.
I'm gonna wait until the concrete cures so I can do a walk-on inspection.
Well, yikes.
12 inches thick.
It's $100 per imperfection.
Imperfection?
Yeah.
$200 an hour for good perfection.
Well, I don't walk up there. I don't want that.
He's trying to save a couple $100 right now with a drop.
Yeah, up there by the faucet there, I can see a little rough edge. One thing I do want to point out on this job, we didn't have any troubles except for that one hole over in that block where somebody hit it with a bobcat.
Hey, everybody's got to learn how to run a skid steer at some point, and I was smart enough to do it on my own job, on my own property.
At least it didn't cost you anything.
Yet. So it's I'll give you guys credit. The weather was not in your favor today.
No, it wasn't.
This sun and this wind is rough, but I think it's going to serve the purpose that we poured it for. So now we just got to do the rest of the driveway.
That'll be nice.
It would be nice.
It's always an adventure pulling concrete in Derby. Because it's always windy here.
It is. Silly me, guys. It is dark, it is late, and I just realized I forgot to shoot an end to the whole video of pouring the concrete out here. So we're gonna go out here and give you guys a little tour of how it all turned out. And as you guys can see, it is absolutely awesome. They come back, got the saw cuts in it, and everything turned out good. Have not got a rain on it yet to see how it quite drains, but like it so much, we may actually do a little more. And the kids did not get their name in the concrete, but old Maggie here, she did manage to get a few footprints in the concrete. Can you guys see them there? Is my shadow in the way? That's right. You left your mark, didn't you? You left your mark. That's all right. I guess we'll always remember you now. So, but yeah, guys, concrete's going to be a huge improvement here at the shop. You know how it is. It's not cheap. It costs money. I'd love to pour another 30 feet out going down in front of Jenna's bays, and we might do that, but we're probably going to wait till this fall to make it happen. Get the old piggy bank built back up a little bit, but one step at a time. We are definitely closer. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Tell them bye, Maggie. Say see you next time.